Hi guys, it's Grace Field here, Life with Christy, and in this video we are just doing a late October recap where we are just talking about homeschool updates and some things that happened during the month of October, how things are going, what's not going so well, and all of those things. So let's get to it. You guys who don't know, I am a mommy of 5 and I've been homeschooling for 9 years, and somehow we just continue to make it work through all the ups and downs and struggles of this crazy place that we call life. So I have learned so much over the years, and this is a place where I come back and share some of the things that I've learned with you. It's a time where I can encourage you, where I can kind of document my thoughts, and yeah, so let's talk about October. It was absolutely amazing. It was a really great homeschool month for a lot of reasons, but let's start with what we did less of. We did less of certain read alouds, and we began the Left Behind series. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video where I talked about how I got like almost the whole entire Left Behind series at a thrift store. Now, they weren't your typical ones, 10 cents a piece, but I went ahead and got the whole series, and so we've been reading that. And then of course, you know, we are doing Using My Father's World, so we've been doing Hero Tales with My Father's World, so we're reading that. You guys know my oldest son is still doing the book units, and so he's still working his way through Wonder. He's, I think, just a slight bit past the half mark. He's moving, you know, he's moving along here. He just finished up Tour of the Galaxy, Time to Think, and the first part of it was just, you know, the same thing I showed before, just definitions and vocabulary study, vocabulary matchups. So I really love these from the book Umbrella, and like I said before, we will definitely be doing more of these, and I have a few more. And so he is getting ready to go into this Olivia's brother to the ending, and then he's gonna you know, do the same thing all over with that. We have really this month got to get some more Bible, geography, and science, and that was really good because I think in my last update I was not so happy that we weren't getting to as much of those things as I would have liked. So we definitely are getting to those now, and now we are all the way past the deserts, so that is really cool. We have went ahead and did the ecosystem, the Garden of Eden, niches, the food chain, scavengers, decomposers, relationship among living things, oxygen and water cycle, biomes around the world, the grasslands, the forest, the temperate forest, and I think, yeah, and the temperate forest. Oh no, we went further than the temperate forest too. We went to the tropical rainforest. We've done the oceans, the coral reef, the beach, the estuaries, the lakes, the ponds, the rivers, the streams, the Amazon River, the tundra, and now we are finishing up the deserts. So we are, I think, on lesson 19. So we are over halfway with this properties of ecosystem. So that's on that. Like I said, we have really dived in deep with the exploring cultures and countries. I think since I last was on here, we've been doing the windows of the world. We have done the Atlas. You guys know we finished the Kingdom Tales and loved it so much. We've been doing the trip around the world, the Illustrated World Atlas. We've been doing Living World. So I should take that one out because that Living World is really awesome. It is one of my favorites. So that is really, really cool. Okay. What other updates? What else are we doing? We did a small elections unit, very small. We have a full load doing this, exploring cultures and countries, and then homeschooling all the kids. I mean, that's enough. We already have a full load. So when I plan out our year, I do not anticipate adding anything extra. I'm not this mama that's here one day, now I'm on to this, now I'm on to that. No, I just stick with it and I adjust as I need it, but I just keep going and I'm constant with that. And I'm set and secure in what I'm doing, and I don't like switching around a lot. So I say all to say, typically when I start something, I don't do anything else. However, because it is an election year, and a friend told me about the elections unit they had for free from Sunlight, I did go ahead and grab that, and I shared it with you guys if you missed that video, so that you guys could grab it for free if you wanted to. And so we talked about it, we skimmed over it, but it was not our main lesson. We did not do that in lieu of anything, and I did not want to overwhelm them or us because we're already doing so much and working hard, and we've got a system that's going, and we don't want to mess it up. So we have really been celebrating the highs, which are pretty much everything, and we're having grace for the lows, which we didn't have a lot of lows this month. We really didn't have any, thank God. It's just this season. I've definitely had my seasons where there were a lot more lows than highs, but in this season it's just highs, and I'm really thankful to God. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're having low moments, there is a grace for that, and I just want to encourage you to just keep pushing. Again, I've been doing this thing for 9 years, and I'm here to tell you, it's just a season. You may have your low season, but the high one will come back around. Okay, let me share a few more things with you. Okay, so kind of talked about read alouds, but this is really like the Bible and devotion. So we're still doing How Great Is Our God. We are loving this. I mean, this has been life-changing. What a great gift. This devotion for boys, we're obviously almost due with that because it's one per day of the year, and we're just going to start it right back again. And then the hero tales that we are doing in our curriculum. Okay, so you guys know that Papa has his kindergarten spelling list, and he is on list 16, and we are still loving and using the All About Reading. It has been amazing for us. I won't go through and pull out the cards. Like, I'm not here to just like show you everything, but you know, I'm just saying, like, the spelling's going really good. The All About Reading, we're doing really well with that. He does Horizons, and Papa's my kindergartner. He does Horizons, English, and Math. And for English, he's almost on lesson 60, or he's on lesson 60. And he's doing really, really good in math as well. So that is my K. I just had a few papers here that need to be put away. Let's skip ahead and let's get into a little bit more of the, this is what we are doing in My Father's World. We've got the ocean ridge, the jungle, and these are our science vocabulary sheets. And so what the students do is they have to they do copy work. So they do copy work for, you know, whatever the word is, and the word coincides with what we've been reading about. Also here, the little ones have been working on the United States. So they have been coloring and doing that. That is a part of our lessons, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, so I've given you my kindergartners updates. I've given you the My Father's World updates because we talked about Bible. We talked about the vocabulary for the geography. We talked about science. I think we talked about science. Yeah, we talked about science for them as well. Then we've done this All About Reading. Try to put everything away as soon as we're done with it. I did. Let me see it. And speaking of maps, this is the one that my husband did. He is awesome. I'm really thankful for him. Thank God for him. Okay, so we talked about Papa. We talked about what's going well, what's not, which everything's going well in this season. So thank God for that. Okay, let's talk about Eli. Eli is my next guy. He is in 2nd grade, and he is doing Explode the Code, which he loves and just does like that. He is doing Math Mammoth, and he is doing The Good and Beautiful, and he's doing great in all of his stuff, so I'm really thankful for that a lot. And then Manny, we've already talked about his literary pack from the Book Umbrella. Even though he does that, he still does The Good and Beautiful, and he's doing good at that. And he does Math Mammoth and Explode the Code as well, and he's doing good on those things too. I don't make this video super long, but that's just some of our recaps and updates, and I'm just so thankful for this season. It has been phenomenal, and I'm not gonna take anything away from that, because again, I've had seasons where it has not been phenomenal, but I will say it has been a lot of sacrifice and hard work on my and our part. We have really sacrificed a lot in this season, and in this season I have not been on Facebook, and before I used to be on Facebook more, but I have really watched my media time, and I've really just kept the main thing. I've been very intentional about my family, my priorities, on doing what I need to get done, and I'm just finding that I'm able to do everything that we need to get done, have a clean schoolroom, have a wonderful meal on the table, and still have clean kids and have a clean house. You know, I don't have babies, so that's helpful, but again, it's just that we've been really intentional. We've really set our intentions, making sure that we prioritize things in a way that is conducive for us to get done what we need to get done. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you're struggling to get all of your homeschool done, if you don't have your meals on the table, or if you have any meals on the table at different times, like no judgment there, but I'm just saying, if you are in that situation and you don't like it, I would just say to you to really do some reflections inwardly and just see where is your time going, to make sure that you are having a homeschool issue and not a time management issue because you are on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere else. So I just want to remind you guys, it is absolutely a blessing, it is a privilege, and it's an honor to be homeschooling and taking care of your children. And it's something that just the way you have it can kind of shift and change in just a moment. So you really just want to make sure that you're giving the best, doing the best, and being the best that you can be with the time and the gift that you have been given, which is the present with your children. And it makes no sense if you're there with them, but you're not teaching them and spending time with them and loving on them. So I just really want to encourage you to be focused and be disciplined. And again, I've had to say no to a lot in this season. We've stopped every single thing. Like literally, no. You have to know what you can say yes to in your yes season, and you have to know what you can say no to in your no season. And for me and for my husband and my family, this is a season of no. We're not in any co-ops. We're not in any extracurricular activities. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We are saying no to all those things, and we are focusing our time and attention on God, on our family, on our homeschool, on our home, on being who and what we're supposed to be right now, where we are with what we have, and just trying to be grateful, thankful, and content with that. So with that being said, again, that is our recap. Those are the homeschool updates. I think the next time I do this, I'm gonna get better at this, because I'm gonna start scheduling my stuff so that the next time I can do a live, because I would absolutely love to talk to you guys. And see, I'm not on Patreon, and I don't have like a little private group that you guys can chat with me. But I would love a little space like that. We can't be on the air every day, all day, but I would love a little space like that you guys, it could be interactive, where you guys could tell me how it's working for you and what you're doing and what's going good and not going good. You can ask me questions live. So if you would like me to go ahead and, oh, is this fan missing? If you guys would like me to do a live video like that, let me know, and I will definitely do that, because I have done lives before. I just haven't done any recently. I always say on this channel, you can do a lot with a little. And until next time, blessings. I hope that last month was good for you, but whether it was or wasn't, you have a gift now, which is the present. So it's not too late for you to go ahead and make November amazing. So I'll be back here to talk about what happened in November and how it worked out. And I hope to hear that things are going well for you. Let me know in the comments what's going well, what's not going well, whatever's not going well. I will pray with and for you. Blessings.